I've seen you do better in there. Come on.
Come on, Lion! Easy, Brandy, easy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to County Cup Soccer, girls ages 11 and under. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. It is a beautiful but wet Saturday morning, January 14th, 1995. We're at El Camino High School in Oceanside, California for the opening round play of the County Cup. Now, what we're looking at here is on the left side of your screen is the Lake Elsinore Storm. They are wearing the blue, totally royal blue uniforms with a little bit of yellow and white in the sleeves, as you can see there, and they are led by their head coach Debbie Gill. Assistant coaches are Ken Dillon and Margot Henry. The Storm are looking at 2 games today, this being the first of 2. They'll play another game tomorrow to complete the set of 4, and then we'll see if they make it into that championship game, which is going to be played Monday, 2 days from now, at 10:30 in the morning in Chula Vista. Now, what we're looking at is 2 teams from 2 different groups. In this particular County Cup age group, we've got 2 groups, a Group A and a Group B. Both groups have 5 teams apiece, so every team plays 4 games, and then the winner of each group will go into that final game on Monday. We've had a little bit of problem with rain in Southern California these last couple of weeks, and as you can see, and as you will see, the field is quite sloshy. They've done what they could to throw a little hay out here on the field, but there is some mud and there's wetness everywhere, and it should be fun watching this game today. Anyway, so there's been some cancellations, but we will eventually end this tournament up 2 days from now on Monday, January 16th. Let's talk a little bit more now about the Storm. They are once again on the left side of your screen in the yellow sleeves, a little bit of white on those sleeves, but mostly a royal blue uniform. Once again, they are 0-1 so far in the tournament. They lost to the Samba by a score of 2-0, but they've still got 3 games remaining. So if they go to a 3-1, they've certainly got a chance to advance to the final game on Monday. We're going to play 2 25-minute halves today, and there will be no overtimes. There will be no shootouts. If the game ends in a tie, that's the way it's going to stay. Let's tell you a little bit more about the Lake Elsinore Storm. They hail from the Presidio League. They're in 4th place in that league right now. At the end of the season, they were in 4th place, and they're a first-year team. Let's see. They are led by number 2, Rachel Dillon. Number 3 is Jacady Johnson. Number 4 in the goal, Jennifer Taylor. Number 5 is Claire Thornhill. Number 6 is Michelle Ojeda. Number 7 is Nicole Pratt. Number 8 is Kelly Henry. Number 10 is Holly Koss. Number 11, Amber Gill. Number 13, Erica Lagolis. Number 14 is Shelby Klippel. Number 15 is Heather Valley, and number 18 is Lisa Johnson. Now we'll tell you a little bit more about the North County Alliance. They're on the right side of your screen. It looks like they'll be moving from right to left to open up the game. They hail from Escondido. They come also from the Presidio League and come into this game with an overall record of 11-0-3. Even though they were undefeated during the regular season in the Presidio League, they had the 3 ties, and that was enough to put them into 2nd place to Temecula, which only had 2 ties. So Temecula came into the tournament with the record of 10-0-2, and that was just enough to put them ahead of the Storm for that county lead. However, the Storm comes into this tournament. They beat Encinitas 1-0, and then they went on to beat Temecula 2-0. A big game for these Storm players because they were much chagrined by the actually for these Alliance players, because they were much chagrined by the fact that they'd finished in second place, although they were undefeated during the season. They have one more game today, so if they can finish up their first round today. So if they win this game, that'll put them at 3-0. They have one more. If they were to win that one or even lose that one, they still have a very good chance at 2-0 right now to advance to that championship game on Monday. But everything's still up in the air. We'll tell you a little bit more about the Alliance right now. They have faced the Storm twice already this year because they both come from the Presidio League. They beat the Storm 2-1 in the first meeting. That game won on a last-second goal by the Alliance, and then later on in the season beat them 1-0. They are led by their head coach, Dolores Zamora, and their team manager is Chris Smith. Number 2 on the Alliance is Lindsay Masick, and she is the daughter of Don Masick, who was a Charger player up until a few years ago. Number 3 is Ann Valentine, the sweeper. Keep an eye on Ann, number 3. Lots of interest from everybody in Ann. She's a great sweeper, we hear. Number 4 is Taryn Ingalls. Number 5, Ashley Frescas. Number 6 is Corey Funderburk. Number 7 in goal, Kelly Dunn. Number 8, Kara Wilson. Kara might also play a little goal today. Watch for her in the second half. Number 9, Carly Ness. Number 10 is Alyssa Smith. Number 11 is Brianne Jeanson. Number 12, Casey Ernow. Number 14 is Julie Russo. Number 16 is Brandy Naveau. And number 21 is Brooke Zamora. Number 91, Beth Ann Greenberg. We're almost ready for the start of play. Once again, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. County Cup action, opening round of play, but not the opening game for either one of these teams. As we mentioned previously, the Alliance 2-0 so far in the tournament, 11-0-3 so far overall this season. The Storm 0-1 so far in the tournament, this being their second game now, this the third game for the Alliance. Once again, a quick reminder, 25-minute halves. We will not end in we will not have an overtime. We will not have any shootouts. The game can end in a tie. And we're just about ready to go. Please keep in mind that this field is a sloshy one. And they've thrown some hay around on the left side of your screen. But I don't know, that'll help a little bit. But there's some mud and water out there still. It's an early morning game. It's only about 9:15 in the a.m. right now. The sky is cloudy and blue, both broken clouds. Really no threat of rain, so we don't suspect there'll be any rain, but you never know. It's been raining like crazy lately. There's the opening kick. Once again, the Alliance in the white tops, moving from right to left on your screen. The Storm in the blue unis, moving from left to right. Ball kicked all the way downfield, and it stays inbounds. That is Rachel Dillon trying to keep it in. She does the job. Keeps it inside. Once again, the Lake Elsinore Storm are wearing the blue uniforms with a little bit of yellow on the sleeves. And they're moving from left to right on your screen. As you can see, ball stays inbounds still. North County Alliance in the white tops, moving from right to left. Still no score. This is the opening moments of the game. Ball being battered back and forth right now. Now keep in mind that the wetness of the grass here and the mud is really slowing down the velocity of the ball, so you might not see any really big kicks today unless the girls get that ball up in the air. And Kelly Henry tosses in that ball inside, and the flag looks like it's going to go over to the Storm. Storm ball. Once again, the Storm and the white tops come into this game with a 2-0 tournament record so far. Once again, let me correct that. Okay, too much blue on the field. The Alliance in the white tops come into this game with the 2-0 tournament record so far. They were very happy, and they mentioned this before the game. Team manager Chris Smith mentioned before the game to us that they were very glad to have beaten Temecula 2-0 after what happened in regular season play. Once again, Temecula coming out ahead of the Alliance in the standings.
Good
while
job.
both teams are undefeated.
Back it up, Heather. Back it up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
You ready, Ken?
And that is Brianna Jeanson who tosses it inside. Jeanson once again tries the centering kick, but kicks up a bunch of turf. Storm on the move now. Oh, slammed to the turf is Ann Valentine. And Ann gets back up quickly. We've got a whistle on that play. And that was quite a collision that took place right out there at about midfield. Valentine up quickly. We told you a little bit about Ann earlier. She is the sweeper for the North County Alliance.
Back it up, their ball! Stop! Their ball,
and that ball will stay with the Alliance. It looks like Miss Valentine will handle this kick.
Next available step, please.
We're going after the ball. That's kind of...
Linesman.
And the referees are going to have none of that. Good kick by Valentine all the way upfield. Ball stops right there. Shot on goal is wide to the left. Shot was made by Carly Ness. Number 9, and that ball was way upfield. Great kick by Valentine. Coach Gill of the Storm calling for a substitution timeout, and she is calling. Let's see what she's going to do here. She's bringing into the game, looks like that's number 6, Michelle Ojeda, who's come into the game now, replacing.
Okay? That's your ball. You go out and get it when it's like that.
All right, then you get the ball, you win the ball. I'm telling you. I just need you.
And once again, ball right in front of the Storm goal, picked off right there by goalkeeper Jennifer Taylor.
Way to go, Jen. That's it.
And Taylor's probably a little bit on the happy side that there was some mush right out there in front of her position. Goalies have the advantage today due to the fact that the ball can't move as quickly towards them, so they get a good chance to line it up, and the thing slows down right in front of them as it comes. So you'll probably notice both teams trying to get their kicks up in the air whenever possible. As we noticed a few moments ago, Ann Valentine had no trouble at all kicking that thing all the way downfield. She got it off the ground, however.
That's it. That's it.
You're not bad. Don't feel bad.
Now, on the left side of your screen, the goal area in front of the Storm goal, where Jennifer Taylor is patrolling, ball out to the right of Taylor, is a little bit muddier. Looks like it could be a little bit wetter. They've thrown some hay out there. But on the other side of this of your screen, in the Alliance goal, it's quite a bit drier, higher ground over there to the right side of your screen. And the Alliance now putting the pressure on that Storm defense.
Amber, hurry, hurry. Move it up.
And that's past the end line. Looks like Nicole Pratt is going to handle this kick.
Nice, Kelly.
You number 16? What's your name?
Holly.
Holly Press? No, that wasn't. So you're 16, right? Is anybody wearing number 10?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Holly, get ready.
And the Storm try to get the ball up to about midfield, and they do so. It stays with them. Tossed back inside there towards number 11. That's Amber Gill. Back across midfield and slammed out of bounds by Casey Ernow of the Alliance. Still no score. Opening round play, County Cup action. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. The ball covered with mud now. And here comes the Alliance. Making a move on goal. They got the ball out in the corner right there. Great defense right there by Ann Valentine. Try to sweep things up. Valentine out in the corner. And that ball is kicked out of bounds. Good defense right there by Annie Valentine, the sweeper of the North County Alliance. North County Alliance hail from Escondido. Lake Elsinore Storm, of course, come from Lake Elsinore area up in Riverside County. So they've made a bit of a trip down here from Riverside County. But we're in Oceanside. It's not too far. Guess, about an hour away. Of course, the Alliance coming from Escondido, probably about a half-hour drive for them, maybe a little bit less. Amber Gill tosses it inside. Picked off there by Valentine. Valentine tries to clear it, and it's picked off again, blocked there by Gill. Gill now chasing it towards the out-of-bounds line. She picks it up outside. She'll handle the throw-in. Gill inside again. Danger right now for Dunn and in the Alliance goal. Here comes Lake Elsinore now, moving the ball back downfield. The Storm are trying to turn things around here. And we've had a yellow card issued now. It looks like that was against number 10, Alyssa Smith. Alyssa's got her hands up in the air wondering what it was all about. Alyssa Smith on the Alliance wondering what was up with that call. And the free kick is going to be awarded. Let's see, it looks like, yeah, it'll be awarded to the Lights. Oh, face-off right at midfield. A drop-in. And we don't know exactly what that call was. And here comes Julie Russo. Russo with a shot on goal. Ball slowed down again. Taylor right there to pick that one off.
This side, Jen! This side, Jen!
Heather, watch your man!
There you go!
Nice kick. Put it up, Heather!
Heather, let's go! Come
Russo
on,
again kicks it out towards the corner. Russo giving chase right now. Tries to turn it around and is slammed back out of bounds by Heather Valley.
Back it up, back it up!
Next available sub, please! This guy doesn't listen.
I'm 10 yards, but when we have the
Alliance ball. Kara Wilson tosses it inside. And that looks like it's going past the end line. And that'll go back over towards the Storm. Storm Coach Gill now calling for some substitutions. It looks like she's going to send number 16, Holly Koss, back into the game, along with number 3, Jacady Johnson. Looks like Heather Valley is going to take a break. And here comes Lake Elsinore, ball all the way downfield now. Nobody there on defense for the Alliance. Lindsay Masick there, and she gets tripped up. She gets slammed to the turf. It looks like Shelby Klippel handled that. Now here comes Rachel Dillon. She tries to get it back across midfield. It is across midfield now. Storm defense picking it up. Ball rolling downfield. Dillon now. Russo, Dillon on D, Russo on the offense. Dillon clears it out of there. The Mud, an ally right there of the Storm. Amber Gill with a big kick downfield. Once again, the drier part of the field is to the right. Casey Ernow. Shot towards goal, picked off there by Dillon. Nice interception by Dillon, sweeping up in front of her teammate Jennifer Taylor. Shot on goal, picked off easily by Taylor. Almost got right past her. The ball is wet. Taylor there picking it up. It looked like it was going to be an easy play. It looked like it spun around in her hands a little bit. Dangerous situation right there.
Jen, get your body in front of the ball in case it's
Looks like that's out of bounds off Taryn Ingalls of the Alliance.
Shelby, you get a chance straight to the ball and rock with that thing.
Here they come, here they come. Get ready.
Still no score. North County Alliance, nothing. Lake Elsinore Storm, nothing here in the first half. Once again, 25-minute halves. No overtimes, no penalty kicks. The game can end in a tie.
Our mascot is on that side? I know.
Tossed inside now by the Alliance. Ball to the center of the field. Right in front of the Storm goal. Dangerous situation right now for the Storm. Ball being chased outside.
14! Good defense.
That's outside.
But you got to get back on 14. No, don't let her have a shot.
Looks like Lindsay Masick will handle the throw-in for the Alliance.
Shelby, you're on the wrong side of 8.
Brianne Jeanson coming out of the game now for the Alliance. And I think that's Ashley Frescas that has come into the game as her replacement. Yes, it is, Ashley. Number 5. Still no score. Storm ball tossed upfield. Right out to about midfield, waved out of bounds right there. It looks like Masick will take it over again for the Alliance. Tossed inside, picked off right there by Kelly Henry. Ball being chased down now by Nicole Pratt. Pratt out in the corner.
You can't do that. Our ball, let's go, let's go!
That battle won by the Storm. Storm from the corner. Get it upfield. Looks like we might have had a handball called on number 12, Casey Ernow. And that's what the call was. Ball back over to the Storm. Up towards midfield, picked off there by Beth Ann Greenberg. Good defense there by Greenberg at midfield. Storm Alliance turning this thing around. Nice centering pass there. And then stolen away now by the Storm. Good play right there. Back across midfield. Great defensive play. Here comes Shelby Klippel. Klippel moving out towards the corner. Great defense there by Rachel Dillon out towards the corner. And that is Ann Valentine once again who swept that baby up and slammed it outside. That may bring up a corner kick. Let's see if there's a throw-in from near the corner or a corner kick. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. See where that ball went out. Okay, we're going to have a free kick. And that is Amber Gill that's going to handle this. Gill gets it inside nicely. Ball could go either way now. Dangerous position right now for the Alliance. Shot good! Claire Thornhill, number 5, slams it through and puts the Lake Elsinore Storm up by a score of 1-0. Claire Thornhill, beautifully done. Amber Gill kicks it inside. The ball battered back and forth between both squads, but it just seemed like the Storm just couldn't clear it out of there. And all of a sudden, number 5, Claire Thornhill, it looked like the Alliance just couldn't keep the ball out of that end right there. They're really having a hard time with it. The Storm stayed in there, kept things tight, and all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, Claire Thornhill slams one through, and believe me, that ball was slammed into the back of the net. Really not much hope for Dunn. She just had too many Storm players in front of her, and the Storm now lead by a score of 1-0.
Nicole, watch 9! Send it! Come on! Big ball, give it a ball! Get the ball out of there! Kick it hard! Good job, Erica! Yes, Erica!
Erica Lagolis battling it out with Ashley Frescus on the far side of the field. And we are going to have a substitution right now for Lake Elsinore. Looks like Heather Valley is into the game, and hurt on that last play is one of the Storm players. Looks like she got slammed in the back of the thigh area. She's in pain.
Nicole, come up.
Ball back in gear. Valentine over to sweep things up.
Sit down, babe. We got ice. Can we bring our cooler? I got some.
And that looks like Shelby Klippel, who is racked up a little bit on that last set of plays. And here come the Storm again. They've been dangerous down here. Valentine goes and just slams it out of bounds out to the outside. Once again, good sweeping job by Valentine. Valentine looks frustrated out there, number 3 of the Alliance. But she's done a good job today. Jacady Johnson throws it inside. Johnson again, off the side of the foot. Johnson again. Gill. Inside now, that's Valley. Gets it inside and knocked out of bounds. It looks like that was Alyssa Smith. And Alyssa didn't have much choice on that play. Once again, she knocks it past the end line. That should bring up a corner kick. Let's see what the call is here. Okay, I'm surprised. Ball's going to stay with the Alliance. Smith with the kick all the way upfield. That went to Kara Wilson. Now slammed by Rachel Dillon back up front. Smith on it now. Stolen away now by Gill. Slammed inside by Valley. And that's going to go past the end line. No, it's still in play. kept in play now. The Alliance out in the corner with it. And the Storm really putting the pressure on the Alliance these last few moments. They went up 1-0 on the goal by Claire Thornhill. And now they're putting the pressure on the Alliance once again. Ball right up front. Dangerous situation right now. Look at this. Shot on goal is wide to the left. Oh, boy. It's everything the Alliance can do to keep the ball out of that end. Once again, it was Thornhill looking for her second goal. Once again, the wet ball may make a difference here. Now the sun really breaking through the clouds. Virtually no threat of rain at this point. That cloud cover we saw just a few moments ago is definitely clearing out. So this game will definitely be played in its entirety, and the field drying as we speak. And here comes another charge by the Storm. The Storm are really dangerous so far, especially these last couple of minutes. They're all over the place, and it's everything that Valentine and Smith can do to defend this onslaught they're getting right now from the Storm. Storm in the lead, 1-0. But remember, the Storm have the advantage of moving from left to right on your screen so far in this half, and that is the drier side of the field. The area in front of the Alliance goal right now, quite dry and just slightly uphill from the other end of the field. So things will switch at the half, and that could make a difference. Thornhill to Gill. Gill back inside. Cleared nicely by the Alliance. Back across midfield. Storm defense is there. Now the Alliance moving the ball. This is number 9, Carly Ness. And, oh, good position right there by Julie Russo. She was in a good position to score, but she missed it. It went off the side of her foot. Hard to move out there. The footing's bad. Kick to the right of the goal by Alyssa Smith is wide to the right. And Taylor runs back and picks that one off. The Storm maintain that 1-0 lead. We're in the closing moments of this first half. Pratt, kick outside. Alliance on the move. Pratt once again tries to clear it out of there. It's hard to get the ball out of there. It's just too wet. They're out in that muddy, very muddy area where they've dropped all that hay.
All right, there it is, Kelly.
Come on, Kelly, set it, okay.
Nice, Erica. Nice, Erica. Yeah. Way to go, Heather. Yeah,
Heather Valley does a great job of getting that thing out of there and moving the thing back downfield.
Nicole, watch the middle.
Ball now with the Alliance. Looks like that's Kara Wilson. Wilson tosses it inside with a shriek. Amber Gill knocks it all the way downfield. Valentine chasing. Valentine's going to move it out to the corner. She's being chased out there by Holly Koss. And kicks it out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in now for the Storm. Last 5 or 6 minutes, it's been all Storm. They're up 1-0.
Okay, let's go, Storm. Let's punch one in here. Let's punch one in. Rachel, we did last.
Throw-in will be made by a Valley. Valley tosses it inside. Right out in front of the Alliance goal, however, for a few moments there, but the Alliance get it out of there, and it's back out towards midfield. Rachel Dillon. Dillon off the side of the foot, outside. Ball stays in. Down line, stays in bounds. Nice kick there by Jacady Johnson. Ball upfield now. Valentine chasing it. She'll probably get there first, and it's slammed outside and out of bounds. It looks like that was Lindsay Masick. And lately, looks like we've got about 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Once again, the Lake Elsinore Storm in the lead 1-0 on the goal by Claire Thornhill. And the Alliance defense has just had to keep kicking that thing out of bounds because there's just been an onslaught coming their way.
Nicole, out. Let it go out. Let it go out.
Keep in mind that so far in the tournament, the Alliance is the team that's unscored upon, undefeated, and 2-0 so far in the tournament. The Storm have lost the only game they've played in the tournament by a score of 2-0 to the Samba. But you couldn't tell that by looking at this game so far. But things have a tendency to change around. And remember, the Alliance have had the muddier part of the field to deal with. Field conditions make a difference, and I think today it'll be significant. Because it's very, very difficult for the Alliance to move that ball effectively down on the left side of your screen.
Great, Rachel.
Pick it up. Come on.
Good job. Our ball, let's go.
And as the old cliche goes, looks like Lake Elsinore, with only about a minute and a half remaining, should make hay while the sun shines, because things are going to switch at the half, and they're not going to have that dry side of the field to play on anymore. That better side of the field will go over to the Alliance. Gill tosses it inside, but we've got a whistle. It looks like that ball is going to go back over towards the Alliance. Kara Wilson's going to handle the throw-in from about midfield.
That's you, Nicole.
Nicole Pratt.
Nicole.
Picked off right there by Julie Russo. And here comes number 9. That's Carly Ness. Shot on goal is wide to the right. Number 9, Carly Ness. Dangerous player up front, number 9 for the Alliance. And they are calling that a goal. Carly Ness, okay. There is a hole in the back of the net. And that's what happened. That looked like it went wide to the right. Everybody fooled here, including yours truly. It was very close to the pole, but it's through. And Ness and the Alliance have tied this thing up 1-1. And that's bad news for the Storm at this point. And that is the end of the half. And an exciting half it was. We're going to switch it around now. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. We'll be back with the second half in just a few moments. Remember the score. The Lake Elsinore Storm won. The North County Alliance won.
Okay? You guys remember a red card is no mouthing off on the field. Play the ball, not the player. Play fair. Play tough, but play fair. Okay? We've already had 2 yellow cards in this game. That's funny. We're done. All right? That's right. 1 for each team. Okay? And we have some penalties that we don't usually see. I don't want to see that anymore. Okay, play tough. I know it's going to be tough to anticipate where the ball's going to go because it's so muddy and the ball is very heavy. But go to the ball. You guys are letting them. The ball is going to win. Okay?
Okay, we need a goal to win. Okay, so just get it up. Okay, defense is playing great. We're playing great as a team.
Okay, is everybody saying back to play up? Who was sitting out right now? That was Michelle.
No shelter.
Oh, also forwards don't.
Same team that was just out here.
Great.
Right?
Good.
Shoot. Same team they got out there. Remove
Tuck your shirts in.
What? They don't count. Same position. All of them. Heather. Right, you're right, you're right. You ready to go?
Now you let's score some goals.
Buds are getting my hands all over here.
Let's score some goals.
Oh, God. All right.
Come on, Michelle, get in here. Let's go. Everybody in here.
Really loud, really loud, really loud. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go to the goals!
Okay, Nicole, work on.
We are back, ready for some second half action. Once again, the score is tied. North County Alliance won on the late second half goal, first half goal by Carly Ness. And of course, the Lake Elsinore Storm won also on the goal by Claire Thornhill. Of course, we've switched sides. In the goal now for the Alliance, Kara Wilson. And she's on the left side of your screen. Jennifer Taylor stays in goal for the Storm. And here they come already. Once again, the North County Alliance in the white tops. Lake Elsinore Storm in the blue tops. right in front of Wilson. Shot on goal is good. The Lake Elsinore Storm have gone up by a score of 2-1. Once again, Claire Thornhill, her second goal of the game. Can you believe it? Opening 30 seconds of this second half. And Kara Wilson a little bit upset there in goal, but really not her fault. I mean, she had Thornhill right in front of her on the move. Nobody around. It was just a one-on-one situation, and the goalkeeper is going to lose that one most of the time. So we've had quite a turnaround here. I mean, we had the Storm up by a score of 1-0, and all of a sudden the Alliance evened that up with about 30 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Storm comes right back. Thornhill's second goal of the game, slams it through. Storm in the lead now, 2-1. And we spoke a lot during that first half about the condition of the field over on the right side of your screen, where the Alliance will be shooting during this half. You know, it's drier and a little bit easier to score over there, but the Storm doesn't care. They move right into the mud and immediately score. And it looks like a referee's timeout now. And ball tossed inside there by Lindsay Masick. Past the end line, goal kick situation. Looks like Nicole Pratt will chase this one down. Pratt backing up near the end line. And a pretty good kick right to the center of the field, but it's picked off right there by Alyssa Smith. Back inside, and then cleared outside again by Kelly Henry. Ball up in the air, 50-50 ball, could go either way here. And inside, right in front of the goal, dangerous situation right here. Storm doing everything they can to clear it out of there, and they do so. Alliance was on the move there. And here they come, look at this. Thornhill dribbling upfield, now stolen away. Gill. Henry towards midfield, back towards Valentine. And a little pushing going on there right in front of our cameras. Ball goes out of bounds. It looks like that will go over to the Storm. Nope. Storm player Kelly Henry puts it back down into the mud. Looks like Lindsay Masick will handle this one. Masick tosses it inside. The header right there by Gill. Kelly Henry throwing it inside. Henry inside, ball picked off by Masick. Valentine sweeping things up. Greenberg. And that is Alyssa Smith who knocks it upfield now. Ball being chased down by Julie Russo. Julie Russo moving out to the corner, pushing Rachel Dillon. Dillon and Russo fighting it out in the corner. Now Dillon hits the deck, and the whistle is called, probably on Russo, number 14 of the Alliance.
Right in front of him, and the guy
Free kick for Lake Elsinore Storm. Out of bounds there. Brandy Naveau will handle the throw-in from about midfield. Brandy goes inside with it, and it's slammed back across midfield. Ball's going to be picked up there by Valentine. Valentine trying to stop it and maintain possession. And she has a hard time because Shelby Klippel is just all over the place. Shelby, number 14, was the young lady that was hurt in the first half, but she's back out there and she's okay now. Klippel really hit the deck. Naveau again with the throw-in over the head of Klippel. Storm moving it nicely now. That's Kelly Henry that slams it back upfield. Picked off there by, it looks like that was Corey Funderburk. Valentine sweeping. Russo moving from the corner. Russo, nice centering pass inside to Ness. And coming out of the goal is Taylor to sweep that thing up, and she lands on it. Good job. Not a great kick by Taylor, however. Ball outside to Henry. Henry trying to grab things for it, but here comes Ernow, and that ball is kicked past the end line. It looks like that was off of Nicole Pratt. And that should bring up a corner kick. Let's see what the call is here. Casey Ernow is moving out towards the corner. It will be a corner kick for the Escondido Alliance, and it is Casey Ernow that's going to handle things. Let's see who is up front for the Alliance. They're down 2-1 here in the second half. Ball is up front to Taylor, and Taylor picks that one off easily. Taylor using her head, getting out of the goal and grabbing that ball. No one else gets there first. Taylor with the kick off the side of the foot goes towards the out-of-bounds line and goes out of bounds. That ball should go over towards the Storm. And once again, I must have missed something. It goes over to the Alliance. Pardon me, that is number 2. Lindsay Masick tosses it inside. Masick again gets a foot on it, tries to center it. Stolen away now by the Storm. Ball up towards midfield. Now down towards the corner. Ernow again. And that's past the end line.
Huh? What's she? Well, I wasn't looking at that. She knows better than that.
And it looks like now we've got Heather Valley into the game for the Storm. So Valley's back in. And that's Shelby Klippel. Look at her move. Klippel flying upfield and then gets a nice leading pass upfield. Valentine trying to grab it in the corner. Looks like it stays in bounds. And Valentine sweeps up. Klippel comes over and just hits the deck after trying to slam that thing inside. And dangerous situation right now. Guess who this is? It's Thornhill. Thornhill's got a clear shot now. She loses that clearing, gets it back outside to Henry. And an opportunity for the Storm missed right there. Looks like Henry's going to get it out towards Thornhill. Thornhill out near the corner and a whistle on the play. Looks like we've had an offsides call against the Storm.
If you see, you don't pass, you shoot, right?
The Lake Elsinore Storm in the lead 2-0 on the 2 goals by Claire Thornhill. 1 in the first half and 1 in the second half. The Alliance, 1 goal scored by number 9, Carly Ness. Masick out of bounds with it.
Way down there.
Henry back inside. Masick to Gill. To Thornhill. Thornhill's on the move. Thornhill surrounded by White. Back over towards Gill, and now Henry. Henry tries to center it. It's picked off there by the Alliance. Dangerous situation right now for the Alliance, however. Too many Storm players bouncing around in front of Kara Wilson in that goal on the muddy side of the field. But Valentine's going to chase this one down. That'll bring up a goal kick for the Alliance. Alliance down 2-1. Still plenty of time remaining in this second half. There's a nice shot right there of Shelby Klippel and Amber Gill.
Go behind there, probably. Everybody's been sick.
Cole's back deep.
Smith. Another whistle. Looks like it's a referee's timeout. We're wondering what it's about. Could be for substitutions. I believe it is going to be for substitutions. Okay, Smith. And another whistle. Handball called. Looks like that handball was called against Amber Gill, number 11 of Lake Elsinore. Okay, it's just a referee's timeout. They got to get... Okay, Shelby Klippel, number 14, is going to tie the hair back up, and now we're going to get back in gear, I believe. For the third time, Alyssa Smith with the goal kick for the Alliance. Upfield, picked up right there by Klippel. Here comes the Storm, and cleared by Valentine. Storm on the move again. Henry outside to Thornhill. Thornhill moving outside with Masick right on her. Masick marking Thornhill. Thornhill right into a puddle. At least the ball's cleaned off now, but it's wet. Look at this. The Storm is really, really putting the pressure on this North County Alliance squad. And they don't care about playing in that muddy end of the field. They've already scored from there. Valentine now will handle this free kick from about midfield. Valentine looking downfield for some white jerseys. She gets it into the center towards Ness. It gets by Ness. Nice kick by Valentine. And that's outside. Looks like that goes out of bounds off of Lisa Johnson. She was fighting with Casey Ernow. Johnson and Ernow right there. Looks like Masick's going to handle this toss in. Jennifer Taylor remains in goal for the Storm. Gill centered nicely now. That looks like Ness inside trying to get some control over this ball. Now Brianne Jeanson slams it back inside towards Ness. Ness is tripped up by Gill. High ball right in front of Taylor. Taylor's out of the goal and she picks that one off. Casey Ernow trying to get into position for the Alliance, but to no avail. Slammed right out of bounds, however, by Taylor. She's a little upset with herself. That ball will go right over to the Alliance. And that looks like Brianne Jeanson, who tosses it inside. Masick gets it into the center. Beth Ann Greenberg tries a shot on goal, but she's deflected. Valentine sweeping from midfield. Things getting dangerous for Taylor. Shot on goal, wide to the right. Looks like that was either Ernow or Brianna Jeanson who made that shot on goal, but it's wide to the right. Storm trying to clear it out of their end now. The Alliance doing the job these last few moments. They've got the ball down on the right side of the screen, the dry side of the field. Masick inside with it, and it's going to stay with the Alliance. There's a little bit of a shot right there of that Lake Elsinore bench. One substitution, number 6, that's Michelle Ojeda. Lindsay Masick now will toss this one inside. It's high, right into the sun. Alliance bouncing it around in front of Taylor. Taylor comes out of the goal and picks it off. Taylor's had her hands full just these last few moments, and she slams another one right out of bounds. That ball will stay with the Alliance down in the Storm end of the field, the dry end of the field. Lake Elsinore Storm in the lead, 2-1. Claire Thornhill of the Storm has 2 goals to her credit so far, number 5 in blue. Inside now, back out to Thornhill. Thornhill takes it off the chest, and now we've got a whistle. Smith past Gill out towards the end line. Looks like that was Lisa Johnson doing the job on defense now. Gill fighting. Ball inside now to Greenberg. And here comes the Storm. Things have turned around. That's Holly Koss. Holly Koss is moving down past Valentine. Valentine and Koss towards the corner of the goal. And it is past the end line. And that was a nice move there by Holly Koss, number 16, who just turned on the jets and started flying downfield. You got to hand it to Annie Valentine, doing the job there, going with her step for step, keeping up with her. Valentine motioning with her elbows that perhaps she thought that she was being pushed by Koss on that last play, but They were really going at it. It's fun to watch that. Once again, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. The Lake Elsinore Storm in the lead, 2-1 over the North County Alliance. Still opening round play of this County Cup. And Amber Gill is going to handle this corner kick. The Storm charging in there, back outside towards Gill, and now cleared towards midfield. Picked off right there by the Storm, and now stolen away by Julie Russo of the Alliance, and now it's out of bounds. It looks like that ball will go over to the Alliance. Alliance are going to keep possession. Whistle on the play? Yeah, okay, there it is. Over to Amber Gill and the Storm. Turned around, thrown back inside. Another whistle on the play. And now it'll be Alliance ball at about midfield for the throw-in. The call was against, looks like it was, actually the throw-in was made by Ashley Frescas.
Number 3, pushing. Our ball, hurry, Amber!
Lots of whistles these last few moments here. All right. Looks like that is Gill. And the Storm. Gill over to Dylan. Dylan, nice dribbling. Loses her footing. Ness now goes backwards with it. And then Smith. Valentine clearing it towards midfield. Dylan is there. Ness is there. Dylan tripped up again. And they're calling this game really tightly. That trip was called, I guess, against Gill. Actually, against the Alliance. That's really hard to see some of these calls. Wilson all the way out of the goal will pick this one off. Valentine right there to protect her. Wilson gets one up high, but not quite far enough. Valentine sweeping nicely. Gets it up towards midfield, across midfield on the roll. Picked off there by the Storm. Ball at midfield. Misdirection kick there by Casey Ernow. Ernow pushing a little bit. No whistle on that play. Masick. And then Smith all the way upfield with it. Now chasing it down there is Ernow and Johnson in the far corner. The Lake Elsinore Storm and the Blue Tops are in the lead right now, 2-1 over the North County Alliance. The North County Alliance are 2-0 so far in the tournament. This game, not an absolute necessity. They could probably afford to lose one game in the tournament and perhaps still advance out of their bracket. The Storm, however, have already lost a game. This is a must game for them.
Go, Claire! Go, Claire!
And they're in the lead. Oh, hitting the deck really hard right there, Lindsay Masick. And she's up and she's okay, but Masick really hit the deck. Referees ask her if she's okay. She says, I'm fine. I want to keep playing. But she really hit hard. The ground is soft right there and wet, so that's good.
Fine, Heather, run, hustle.
And it looks like Heather Valley has come out of the game now for Lake Elsinore. Into the game now, Jacady Johnson, number 3. Kelly Henry tries to move the ball upfield, but here at dribbling, Brianna Jeanson dribbling downfield nicely, and that's going to be off of the Storm. And Masick will handle it right at about midfield. Masick tossing it upfield. Gill was there. Storm defense is there. Lots of people hitting the deck here. Ball up front. Look at this. Shot on goal by Ernow is wide to the right. Casey Ernow, number 12, had her moment right there. That was her opportunity. And she might have wanted to dribble up a little bit further. She might have been afraid of the offside, so took a shot from where she was. Gets it wide to the right. Lake Elsinore in the lead, 2-1. Ernow again with the ball. Centering pass. Ernow trying to get over there in time. Masick now. Masick centers it nicely. Looks like that's Ness in the center. There could be a shot on goal here. It was Ness in the center, but no shot on goal. Storm trying to clear it. Storm clears it outside. Thornhill coming all the way downfield to grab that ball, but Masick gets there first. Thornhill after it again, and there's Smith now. Down to Valentine. Valentine tries to turn it around, does a good job. Thornhill now. Thornhill and Valentine to the left side of your screen. Valentine winning this one and knocks it out of bounds. That ball will stay with the Storm. They're in the lead 2-1. It's their ball. Kelly Henry, number 8, ready to toss this one inside.
Where? Tap?
It's in clear. Kelly, get the ball.
Gill, Henry, and a whistle.
Back up, hurry, Amber, hurry.
I was playing for Kelly. Be like that.
Go, get it. White ball.
The ball will go over to the Alliance. Looks like they'll have Masick throw it in from about midway through. No, that's going to be Brianna Jeanson. Brianna tosses it inside, intended for Ernau. Ernau now chasing Nicole Pratt out into the corner. Pratt in control of the ball right there. Ernau now Jeanson. Ball towards the center, or at least an attempt past the end line. And that is going to be off White. Past the end line. That'll bring up a goal kick now for the Storm. Storm in the lead, 2-1. Still some time remaining. We'll try to get you a read on the exact time. Lots of holding and pushing going on now. Things are getting serious. Masick just busts into the picture. And now Greenberg trying to center it. Gets it inside. She's intending it for Ness. And there's a shot on goal. Picked off right there by Taylor. Shot was made by Kelly Dunn, number 7, who played goal in the first half for the Alliance. Now out on the field. Julie Russo. And it looks like Nicole Pratt slams it off of Russo, goes past the end line, and that'll bring up a goal kick for the Storm. And it looks like Pratt will handle it. Pratt gets a pass done to the outside. Ashley Frescas is trying to turn this thing around, and Valentine knocks it right into the pole at midfield. And that will be Storm ball at midfield. Looks like Amber Gill will handle the throw in from there. She does so. Storm in the lead, 2-1. The clock running down here. Here comes the Storm. That's Koss. Koss stopped, and Valentine is down, and she is hurt. Valentine slow getting up now. And we've got a whistle on the play. Action stops. Number 3, and Valentine, the sweeper for the Alliance, is down on that last play, and she's hurt. Okay, we'll take a look at Valentine, make sure she's all right. With a timeout on the play, once again, the Lake Elsinore Storm in the lead, 2-1. All right, it looks like Valentine's going to stay in the game. Let's see what happens. No, actually, Annie Valentine has been carried off the field. And you can hear the Storm side of the field here where we're doing this broadcast from, definitely into the game. Parents, family, and friends cheering the team on. The Storm are in the lead, 2-1. Ann Valentine's coming off the field now, and that's a blow to the North County Alliance at this point in the game especially. We're going to have a drop-in now. Gill comes out better on this one. Gill fighting for the ball. Look who's coming, Thornhill, and she is slammed right there. Great defense being played right there by the Alliance. There's about 2 minutes remaining in this contest. Once again, the Storm in the lead, 2-1 on the 2 goals by Claire Thornhill. And the Storm want to keep the pressure on. Here comes Gill trying to center it. It is being defended nicely there. Masick going at Gill. And the ball knocked outside and out of bounds. That's an unofficial call. We're trying our best to get the time right. We had about 2 minutes remaining when action resumed. Ball's going to be tossed inside now by Brianna Jeanson.
Right here. On ball, hurry up, Kelly. Don't hurry. Take your time. Hurry.
Storm ball.
Where? Ask him.
Kelly Henry inside.
Good throw.
Over the heads to Thornhill. Thornhill on the outside corner. Smith there to play the D, and it's knocked past the end line. That should bring up a corner kick now for the Storm. Clock is ticking. Time is running out, and this Storm team is in the lead 2-1, and it's their corner kick. Amber Gill, number 11, will handle it from the corner. Thornhill stays to the outside. She might just dribble it into Thornhill. She does so. Coming into the action now, Casey Air now. Gill with Thornhill on her left. She gets it past Thornhill into the white jerseys. Thornhill takes a shot on goal. It's slam blocked right there by the Alliance. Time is running out. Once again, Blue in the lead, 2-1. Late second half action. Alliance trying to turn this thing around and get it over towards the right side of your screen. That's the dry part of the field. That's where they want to be. And that is the game. It is over. The Lake Elsinore Storm has beaten the North County Alliance, a team they have failed to beat twice so far this year. In their third meeting here in this County Cup tournament, they come out in the lead 2-1 on 2 goals by Claire Thornhill. What a game played under some adverse conditions, lots of pushing and shoving. It was everything the referees could do to keep this one in order, but a fun game to watch under some really muddy and wet conditions. Once again, Claire Thornhill with the first goal of the game in the first half made the score 1-0. Then Carly Ness right at the end of the first half tied things up. There's the cheer. Carly Ness at the end of the first half tied things up 1-1 on a nice looking goal, a hard hit. And then at the opening of this half, Thornhill again with her second goal of the game slams one through, puts the Storm in the lead 2-1, and that was all she wrote for the rest of this game. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Both these teams will go on to play more games today and tomorrow, but at this point they're both looking at advancing. But we can't tell you yet what's going to happen. Once again, so far, the Alliance now 2-1 in the 3 games they've played so far in County Cup. And the Storm 1-1. They've got to play another one today. And there's the bridge that the parents create. Once again, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. We'll be back with some interviews with the young ladies in just a few moments. Hi, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. We've got a couple of the Storm players here. We've got Amber Gill and Heather Valley. We'll start with Amber. Amber, how do you like playing in the mud?
It's fun.
Yeah? Okay, tell me about this team. You're really familiar with them. You've faced them already twice this year, and they beat you both in both those games. What was different today about the way you guys played?
We wanted it more, and we were ready to win.
Okay, now you've got another game this afternoon?
Uh-huh.
Who's that with?
Temecula.
What can you tell me about them?
They beat us twice, but we're ready to win them too.
Okay, what time is that game?
1.
Okay, so you're just going to hang around here, or are you going to go get something to eat?
Go get something to eat.
Okay. Now, Heather, you guys played like world beaters today. Did it make any difference what side of the field you played on? I mean, one side was a little bit drier than the other. Did that matter at all?
Not really. It's just on the muddiest side, there was a lot of mud, and our feet kept getting stuck in it, and we lost the ball a couple times.
Right.
But,
okay, now, go ahead.
But it didn't really matter.
Didn't matter that much. Okay, it seems like there was a lot of whistles in play today. Did it seem like that to you? And what was all the referee action out there about?
Well, a lot of people got yellow cards.
Yeah.
One on our team.
Uh-huh.
And
that wasn't you, was it, Heather?
No.
Want to tell me who that was?
Holly Cass.
Ah, okay, now we know. Okay, good.
But, yeah.
All right, so what's next? What do you know about these guys from Temecula?
They're really hard.
Yeah, what's so hard about them?
Well, they kick the ball really high and have good control with the ball.
Okay, are you going to play on this field right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to hurt them, isn't it?
Yep.
All righty. All right, is there anyone, Amber, do you want to say hello to out there in TV land?
No.
No one at all? Not even Mom and Dad?
Nope.
Okay. Heather, we didn't want to say hi to anyone out there?
Yeah, my grandpa in the hospital right now.
Okay, and is he going to be okay?
Yeah.
All right, great. Ladies, congratulations. Thanks a lot. We're here now with Shelby Klippel and Claire Thornhill. We'll start with Shelby. Shelby, you had a little accident out there on the field today. You want to tell me what that was about?
Well, I was trying to score a goal, and this girl elbowed me, so I fell, and I had a bruise on my leg, so that kind of hurt it more.
Okay. Who elbowed you, Shelby? Was it somebody on the other team, I hope?
Yes.
Okay. Was it one of your own teammates? Okay. Claire, you had 2 goals today. Is that a normal occurrence for you?
Yeah.
Okay. How many games have you had more than 1 goal in this year? Can't remember, huh?
Oh.
Quite a few, huh? Okay. Anyway, Kit, tell us about the first goal. It was hard for us to see. You were over on this side of the field. What happened? Who passed you the ball, and what happened on that play?
Molly passed me the ball, and the goalie was like right here, and I kind of did like I slid and I kicked the ball in.
Okay. Did you think you had a good shot at the goal at that moment? No, you just taking a shot at it, huh? And it went through?
Yeah.
Okay. How about what happened on the second one?
The second one, well, I saw the first goal on the other team, and I knew it was for the corners because that wasn't where a lot of the mud was. So I kicked it at the corner, and I guess it went in.
Okay, good for you. All right, that was enough for your team to keep the lead. You had to play real tough defense after that. Were you guys aware, Shelby, I'll start with you. Were you aware of how much defense? I mean, once you got that 1-goal lead, did you start thinking defensively, or were you thinking of scoring more?
Scoring more.
How come?
Because we know we could do it if we scored 1 goal ahead of them. Because like when another team scores ahead of us, we kind of just like let down a little bit. So we scored the first goal, and I kind of knew that we were going to win.
Okay.
Because we were playing really good out there.
You guys looked real good out there, that's right.
And our defense was doing real good, and our halfbacks were doing real good, and our forwards were doing real good too.
Okay. Right on. Claire, you going to score 2 goals later on today?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Claire, is there anyone you want to say hi to out there? Maybe your mom and dad or anybody like that?
To everyone.
To everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Shelby?
Hi Mom, hi Dad, hi Grandma, hi Grandpa, and that's all.
Okay. Ladies, thank you very much. We're here now with Jacady Johnson and Rachel Dillon. We'll start over here with Jacady. Jacady, what do you think of that team you played today? Were they a little different from the team you faced twice this year?
Well, they were a little because we wanted it more and we knew we could do it.
Okay, now you already had 1 loss in the tournament, so this evens up your record at 1-1. What's the chances of a team advancing out of your bracket with 1 loss? You think you can do it, win your next 2 and advance?
I think we could.
Okay. Do you know the other bracket very well, and can you tell me what teams are over on the other side that might be the winner of that bracket? Do you have any idea?
I really don't know, but we did play them, so I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Okay, what grade are you in school, Jacady?
I'm in 5th.
Okay, what do you learn in 5th grade?
Lots.
Okay. Give me an example.
Fractions and...
Oh, fractions? Okay, is that hard or easy for you?
That's okay.
It's okay. Rachel, what grade are you in now?
5th.
5th grade. And you doing fractions as well?
Yeah.
Are any of the girls here on the team also in school with you?
Yeah.
I see. So, Claire, okay. So what do you think of fractions? Easy, hard, mediocre?
Okay.
Okay. All right, what do you know? You're going to play Temecula later on today, is that right? What do you know about those guys?
Well, they're hard, but we know we can beat them.
Right. Okay. Now, have you faced them yet this year?
Yes.
Okay. What happened in that game, or was there more than 1 game?
We played 2 games and we lost.
Okay.
But we're ready to win today.
Okay. Well, you lost to the team. You lost to the Alliance twice this year, and then you came and beat them today. So you have all the confidence in the world?
Yeah.
Okay. Jacady, what do you think about Temecula? Were they a tough team? Were they tougher than the Alliance, or easier to deal with?
I think they're a little tougher, but I know we can beat them.
Okay. Way to go. You guys seem pretty confident. Okay, you going to get something to eat and then come on back out here and play?
Yeah.
Okay. Jacady, you want to say hi to anybody out there in the camera?
My mom, my dad, my sister, and my brother.
Okay. Rachel?
My mom, my dad, and my best friend, Brianne.
All righty. Ladies, thank you. Congratulations. Okay, now we've got 2 of the Alliance players over here, Beth Ann Greenberg and Lindsay Masick. Is that how I say it, Lindsay Masick? Okay, we'll start with Beth Ann. Beth Ann, how come you got number 91?
Well, I wanted 99, but it wasn't big enough for my jersey, so they just gave me 91.
Okay, how come you wanted 99?
Because I like high numbers.
Okay, very good. All right, what did you think of this squad that you faced out here, this Storm squad? You faced them twice before this year. Did they seem a little tougher today?
They seemed like they really worked during when we weren't playing them, and they got really better, a lot better.
And did they have any different players that you weren't used to seeing, or was it pretty much the same squad you were used to?
They look like the same people.
Now, Lindsay, you were all over the field today. At one point, you took a major slide into the mud. Some of the remnants of that are still here. You hit the ground really hard. We could hear that. Does it hurt at all?
No.
No? How come?
Well, because I'm used to slamming into the ground a lot, because
Right.
I do it almost every game.
Okay. Now, what was your main position out there today? And tell me what the responsibilities of that position are.
Right, fullback is just to guard my goal and not let the ball get back to my sweeper.
Okay. And you did a pretty good job today. What grade are you in school, Lindsay?
5th.
5th grade? What do you learn in 5th grade? We heard fractions before. Anything else?
Spelling.
Spelling?
Science.
Yeah? What's your favorite?
Science.
Science? How come?
Well, because we get to do a lot of experiments and stuff.
Oh, you like that stuff. Okay. Beth Ann, what grade are you in school?
5th.
Okay. And what's your favorite subject?
Spelling.
Yeah? How come?
Because I'm good at spelling.
Okay. All right. I got that. All right. Beth Ann, is there anybody out there you'd like to say hi to before you go?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other games on the schedule today?
Yeah, we're playing Samba at 3:30.
Okay. So are you going to hang around here, or are you going to go home and get something to eat? What do you do?
I'm going to go home.
Yeah, okay. And Lindsay, what do you think about the Samba team? Do you know anything about them?
Well, I know they're good,
Uh-huh.
but we can beat them.
Okay. Ladies, we'll look forward to seeing you later on in the tournament. Thanks a lot for coming on with us. All right. We're here now with Holly Koss and Kelly Henry. We'll talk to Holly first. Holly, we got to get right to that yellow card. What was that all about? Tell me what happened.
I played with my elbows out and I knocked the girl down.
Oh, really? Did you do that on purpose?
No,
Tell the truth now.
I didn't.
Okay. All right. Do you like good, hard physical play? Do you think that's the way to win?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you'd faced this team twice before this year, and they'd come out ahead in both contests. What was different today?
I think we were playing more aggressive and we wanted to win more.
Okay. Do you like playing in the mud?
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly, you handled a lot of the throw-ins for your club right in front of our cameras. How come they have you doing a lot of the throw-ins?
I don't know.
You have no idea? Okay. How long have you been playing soccer, Kelly?
Like 3 years.
3 years. And is it your favorite game now, or do you have other sports you like?
It's my favorite.
Okay. What do you do when soccer season's over? Do you play in any organized leagues?
No. I don't know. Well, not really. I guess.
Not really. Okay. So soccer's the number one thing. Okay. So what do you think? County Cup. Have you been in the County Cup before?
I can't remember. I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Just another tournament, right? Lots of tournaments. Okay. So this team that you faced today, what do you think? You're probably not going to see them again. Okay. One of the two of you is probably going to advance out of the bracket. What do you think now that you're 1-1? You think you got a good shot of advancing?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next for your after soccer season ends? What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Just go to school. What grade are you in?
6th.
6th grade. Oh, 6th grade. Okay. What's different about 6th grade from 5th grade?
You learn more stuff, I guess. I don't know.
You learn more stuff? Okay. Holly, how about you? What grade are you in school?
I'm in 6th.
6th grade as well. Okay. Do you advance on mathematically, scientifically? What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is math
How come?
because I'm good at it.
Okay. Good answer. All right, ladies, there it is. Camera right there. You can say hi to anybody you want. President Clinton, anybody you think of out there. Go ahead. This is your moment.
I like to say hi to my brothers who are probably really proud of me because I got a yellow card.
Good answer. Kelly?
No.
Nobody at all?
No.
Okay. Ladies, thanks for coming on. Congratulations. Goalkeeper Jennifer Taylor with us now, along with Erica Lagoles. We'll start with Jennifer. Jennifer, you played the whole game in goal. How was that? Were they really coming on? I know that at one point it looked like you guys were having a hard time, but then you sort of started to dominate the game. How was it in goal today?
Easy, hard.
It was easy and hard? What was the better side of the field?
That side.
You mean the drier side? Okay. Wouldn't it be better if there was a lot of mud in front of you? Doesn't that slow the ball down?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't want to play in that mud anyway, huh? Okay. Now, you've played this team twice before, and they got the better of you both times. What did you think this morning coming into the game? Did you think you were going to win, or did you wonder about it because you'd lost to them twice?
I didn't know.
You didn't know. Were you nervous?
Yeah, sort of.
Would you like to win the County Cup? What does it mean if you win the County Cup? What does that mean to you?
No.
Okay. You don't know? Okay. Tell you what, Jennifer, what grade are you in school?
5th.
5th grade? Okay. Do you have any pets at home?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell us about them. Who are they?
I got 4 hamsters and 2 dogs and a cat.
4 hamsters? What, 2 dogs and a cat? They're all yours?
No.
Oh, the whole family shares them?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the 2 dogs like? You got a big one, a small one?
I got a yellow lab, big girl,
What's her name?
Sadie,
Okay. And what's the other dog?
Nikki, and it's a beagle, little beagle.
Do they play together?
Yeah.
How about the cat? Does the cat play with the 2 dogs?
No, it, my cat paws the dog in the face.
Oh, really? So the cat doesn't like any dogs near it, huh?
Well, the big dog,
Okay.
Sadie.
Okay. All righty. And right over here now, Erica Lagerlis. Erica, what's your position on the field?
Center fullback.
What does a center fullback do?
It just goes all over the field. It stays back and it helps out the right and the left fullback.
Okay. And is that mainly a defensive or an offensive position?
Defense.
Okay. Do you like defense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever get to go up in front and shoot a goal?
Not really.
Not too often, huh? Would you like to?
Sort of.
Sort of. Okay. You know, since we're on the subject of pets, Jennifer had a lot of pets. Do you have any pets at home?
Yeah, one dog and one tortoise.
A tortoise? Okay. Tell us about the tortoise. What size is that? You can use your hands if you want. How big is your tortoise?
About this big.
Now, is a tortoise like a turtle? What is a tortoise?
It's sort of like a turtle.
Okay. What's the difference between a regular turtle and a tortoise?
I don't know.
You have no idea, huh? Okay. But yours is a tortoise, right? Okay. Is it marked anywhere? It says tortoise on it somewhere? Does he have a name?
Tommy.
Tommy, how long have you had Tommy?
5 years maybe?
5 years, okay. And how about the dog? Does the dog play with the tortoise?
No.
Do they get near each other at all?
Sort of.
Sort of. What's the doggy's name?
Sailor.
Sailor. And what kind of dog is that?
Springer Spaniel.
A Springer Spaniel? Is that kind of a small dog? Yeah.
Sort of.
A medium-sized dog? Okay. Ladies, you got another game today. It's against Temecula. What do you think of Temecula, Jennifer?
I don't know.
You don't know? Have you faced them before?
Yeah.
I hear they're pretty good. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. And Erica, what do you think of Temecula? Are they a good team?
They're, a good team, but I think we can win them because their spirits got down when they lost all the other games.
Right.
2 other games.
So they haven't done that well?
No.
Okay. All right, ladies, you want to say hi to anybody outside before you go?
To my mom and to my dad.
Okay. Jennifer?
My family, my pets.
Okay, and the pets. Ladies, thank you very much. Michelle Ojeda and Nicole Pratt. We'll start over here with Michelle. Michelle, how long have you been playing soccer?
For 2 years.
For 2 years. Have you had a lot of fun doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other sports that you like to play other than soccer, organized sports?
Basketball.
Basketball. What's your favorite, basketball or soccer?
Soccer.
How come?
I don't know.
You don't know? You just have more fun playing it? Yeah. Okay. And 2 years. So this is your second year?
Yeah.
All righty. And how old are you?
10.
10. So you get to come back and play with this age group next year if you want?
Yeah.
All right, very good. And then right here, Nicole Pratt. Nicole, it seems like you handle a lot of the goal kicks. How come? Do you kick it real hard?
Yeah.
Okay. How do they figure out who the best kicker on the team is? Do they have tryouts in the beginning of the year, or is it something that just happened during the year?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do? Just plant one foot and give it a hard slam?
Yeah.
Can you kick with either foot?
No.
No? What foot do you kick with?
Right.
Okay. So what happens when you're running downfield? Do you use both feet sometimes, or how does that work?
I use both feet.
Okay. All right. So you play mostly defense?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you like defense? Do you ever get to play offense? And which one do you prefer?
Defense.
How come?
Because I'm used to it.
You're used to it now. Did you ever want to get a shot upfield and maybe score a couple of goals?
Yeah.
Have you done that this year?
Yeah.
Oh, did you get a couple of goals too?
I only got one.
You got one. Well, one's pretty good. Michelle, have you scored any goals this year?
I only scored 2.
2. Not bad. Okay. And what's your normal position on the field?
I don't know.
You don't know? So you play all over?
I guess.
Oh, okay. You don't have a set position?
I don't know.
Okay. All righty. Ladies, you guys played great today. I know you want to get something to eat and get into your next game. You got to face a tough team in Temecula. You want to say hi to anybody out there before you go, Michelle?
My family, my best friend Alexandra, and my grandma and my grandpa.
Okay. Nicole?
No.
Nobody at all?
No.
Okay. Ladies, good luck later on today. Thanks a lot for coming on. We're here now with the Storm coaches, Ken Dillon, Debbie Gill, and Margot Henry. We'll start with Ken. Ken, what did you guys do differently today? All of a sudden, you're all over the Alliance like you own them, and they'd beaten you already twice this year. What was the big difference?
Well, the big difference, I think, was the girls wanted it a little more today than they did before. They beat us on a couple of breakaways, and they didn't get that today. So defense was the #1 thing today, and we were aggressive and scored some goals.
All right. Coach, thanks a lot. Debbie, I was wondering, what do you think about this Temecula club you've got coming up? You know them pretty well?
Yeah, they live right next to us, and they're a pretty good team. They lost to North County, and we just beat North County, so I don't think we're going to have any trouble. We played them earlier in the season, and we're a new team. They just keep getting better and better. I don't think they're going to be stopped.
So you think you're going to go all the way with this thing? All right. Good.
We're going for the gold.
Okay.
Or the goal.
Both. Margot Henry now, assistant coach. I was wondering, you've got a mud field here today. You think that made any difference to your team? I mean, does it matter?
No, we got nasty little girls. They're little mud puppies. They don't care at all. They're tough.
Okay.
They're tough and lean.
Margot, the biggest news of today is the hairdo.
Oh.
Well, what did I say? Was it something I said? Okay, well, folks, what do you do? I'm sorry. Ken, what do we do now for the rest of the afternoon? I mean, we've got a game coming up. How do you keep the girls in it?
We're going to Disneyland.
Debbie, what do you do to keep the girls' minds on the game, or do you just let them relax and have fun?
Their minds are on the game. They're born soccer studs. They just want to play, and they love this mud. Plus, we gave them a little incentive. We gave them some greenbacks for the first one that scored the goal.
Oh,
so,
is that right?
Money talks.
I believe that. Okay, folks, thanks a lot. Congratulations. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thanks.
All right.
Good luck.
Well, that is it. We wrapped it up. They paid him off. We're getting all the dirty word here on the Storm. Anyway, the Storm, once again, and we mentioned it a number of times, they lost to the Alliance twice during the regular season. They come in here and they I wouldn't say they dominated this game, but they definitely held the lead. Once they took the lead, they just stayed in there and hung in there. Once again, Claire Thornhill with the 2 goals made all the difference in the world. But on a muddy field, they just played it up like it was their own game. They owned the game, and later on, once they got that lead, the defense just got so stiff that there was really nothing the Alliance could do except try, but to no avail. And they had the dry side in the second half. The Storm didn't care. They still come out ahead 2-1, and it was really our pleasure to bring you this game. Some fun interviews with the coaches and kids. And once again, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions County Cup. Stay tuned.